I got stuff for you.
Holy moly. I need to get some snakes and release them around my house.
But they love eating people. They love eating kids.
These guys are the scientists of the supernatural, lecturers leaving lessons for inquiring laymen. They are applying the scientific method to a world that baffles science. They are the cryptids of the corn.
Every day that you open your mouth,
I know, right?
I'm more convinced that you're abducted by aliens.
No.
And it just stood up. I mean, it just like kept going and going. And she goes, what the?
These are idiots.
I was laughing reading this because I already knew how you would feel.
Idiot. What part of the story fits your balloon?
Well,
This isn't a UFO. But who else has big black wings and red eyes?
Batman.
Well, Mothman.
Oh yeah, Mothman.
Well, everyone, I think we know exactly what it is. So say it all with me. It was the Sandhill crane.
Would you try it?
No.
You wouldn't eat it?
No.
Why?
Because they're probably toxic. There'd be a lot of poop in my pants. I've seen a 6-foot alligator go swinging through the air and slam into a tree.
Mogollon.
All right. I'm the great and powerful mystery.
And I'm J Clone 33.
Did you hear that?
No?
Okay, maybe it was weird.
Are you having a stroke?
It sounded like music was playing for a second. I may have been. I don't know.
That's our entry theme song. We just sat here for 2 minutes listening to it.
Other music is what I meant.
Oh.
I meant other music.
Saying you're wearing the headphones.
That was funny. Oh gosh.
You hear that music playing? Yeah. We hear it every day.
You're right.
Mogollon. So what's Mogollon?
We'll get there.
Oh yeah. Anything new for our with the Patreon or any of our listeners or any announcements to make? It is Monday.
Oh gosh.
It is Monday today. I know
I've been very sick. For anybody,
we got some new
Winter's been very sick as well, so
yeah.
I had to go to the hospital twice so far.
Yeah, that's not good. But we got some new spicy comments on the Spotify. We got.
Oh, you want me to talk about that now?
We don't have to, but no, but we do appreciate. We got some new comments though.
We got a bunch of good ones.
Yeah. So
and constructive criticisms.
Oh yeah, for sure. We always encourage
if you have constructive criticism.
I mean, even criticism in general. If I don't know something, tell me.
That's
that's
what constructive. That's learning.
I guess it is constructive.
That's building to be better.
Right. That's what we're here to do. We're here to find the truth and share it with you guys. But yeah, no, we very much encourage comments and ratings. Really help the show. It's a free
5-star reviews.
5-star ratings and reviews really help us grow. Continue to help us grow. And we really appreciate and enjoy reading them.
Mm-hmm. And if we get something wrong, email us.
Yeah, email us.
I'll read corrections. Don't post something somewhere that
Absolutely.
I won't see and ranting and raving about something.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so it's all good. It's all good. We enjoy it.
Yeah. So now listen, this is a famous like Bigfoot type monster. I've heard it pronounced several different ways, and me and you looked up how it's pronounced before this.
Mogollon
was the common one, but there was other ones where what was Mogollon was, I don't know. It was several different ways. We looked up videos on how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
And then I've heard people just straight up call this
Mongolian.
Yeah. Like, not like the country.
Right.
Mogollon.
Yes. Which is a Native American name and term. But it's named after, it's a mountain range in Arizona and New Mexico.
Yep.
So that's where the name Mogollon Mountains come from, or I guess the Mogollon Range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let's talk about that. It's half of the U.S. state of Arizona, and their remote encampment that stretches around 200 miles from Yavapai County, the bordering New Mexico.
Which is another, I'm assuming, Native American term? Okay.
There's V's and P's in it.
Gosh, okay.
And here's my thing. You want me to rant and rave about Native American stuff? The Native American language is never meant to be put into English.
Yeah. It doesn't, some things don't jive.
Mm-hmm. It's nothing against English, and it's nothing against Native American. It's just, they're different languages.
Absolutely.
and they just don't work together.
No, but you know what else?
There's stuff in other languages, like when you learn languages, they're like, there's no really English like correlation to
Word
this
for
word.
that, yeah. It's like trying to translate something into French. It just is never going to work. It's not going to work.
It's a dead language.
French language, yes, it's dead. It's dying. It's out the door. Let's stop teaching it to our youth in the U.S.
I'm glad we don't have any French listeners.
Yeah, I know. We could. I just, and just so everyone knows, I'm just kidding when I say that all the time.
We have like 4
But
French listeners.
But I love, at some reason to me, it's just very
75,000
funny.
people listen to this show.
Yeah.
And like 4 or 5 of them are French, and we love them to death.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We've stuck through it.
If they made it through all this much, yeah.
If anybody doesn't know, that came from a bad comment in season 1, like episode 8. Some French guy lit us up,
Oh, it's funny.
and then we just stuck with it. All right. So yeah, now how do you say it?
Mogollon.
The Mogollon Rim. So it's on the Colorado Plateau. It's a breathtaking place with plateaus and badlands. It's something out of the West, like a Wild West movie, with a certain rustic charm all around. Among its eerie and beautiful landscape is steep slopes, canyons, gullies, and vast swaths of ponderosa pine forest.
Oh, I love Ponderosa.
The restaurant
Yeah.
is great, which have served as an integral habitat for the great many unique species of birds, plants, animals, insects. But according to reports back in the 1800s, a far more mysterious beast called this place home. Out there among the rim, the vicinity of long reports of a massive, hulking bipedal beast stalking the wilds. It has been known as the
Mogollon.
Monster. I should have had it as a button.
Yeah.
Mogollon. The Mogollon.
Mogollon.
The creature, in many respects, is reminiscent to that of any normal Bigfoot.
Okay.
Typically 7 to 8 feet tall, covered with long, matted, dirty hair, usually described as, that red-brown coloration,
Mm-hmm.
and having a face somewhat between a man and an ape.
Mm.
Where they're like, it's very human, but it's not quite human. The uncanny valley kind of stuff.
Yep.
It is also recognized for its incredible, potent odor that orbits it, described as smelling very similar to extremely large amount of dead fish.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Now, do you think this will be I don't think you described the thickness of it, but as being in Arizona, is just one of the tall, lanky, like skinny Bigfoot type?
Now, we'll get to that.
Okay.
So, anybody know what Jay's referring to? A lot of the Western Bigfoots, like the desert Bigfoots, are these like lanky, skinny ones. And if they're biological, the thought is it's just because there's just a lot less calories available for their size.
Mm-hmm.
But deserts are not barren,
No.
especially the U.S. deserts. There's plenty of life.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just knowing how to recognize it and find it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even being a desert, there is pockets of water too, but just like you said, knowing how to recognize and find it.
Cactus and succulents
Mhm.
that look like rocks that cover rock edges.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy. Where it's all plant and you don't realize it.
Yeah.
There's green in the desert and you don't see it because it's, brown green.
Brown, green.
Well, it's not like,
Colorblind green.
it's not like your grass in your yard,
Right.
but there still is photosynthesizing organisms
In the desert.
in all over. But yeah, normally like a normal Bigfoot, but really smells like dead fish. Other people report decaying peat moss, which is
Ooh.
a bog smell.
Oh, I know that smell.
And some even report the musk of a snapping turtle.
That's interesting.
So musk turtles, loggerheads, and snappers all kind of can spray a musk.
I don't know if I've ever smelled that.
It's horrid.
I
and
bet.
It sticks to your hands forever.
Ooh. I've been around some big snappers, but
I've never had a snapper do it. I've had musk turtles and loggerheads do it.
okay.
Musk turtles are they're called stink pot turtles.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's
We-
great.
Back in 2001, we caught a big snapper up in Canada. I'm telling you, this thing's shell was at least 2 foot diameter,
Mm-hmm.
at least. And we have pictures of it, but Dad caught it in a net, big fishing net, and it swam right into it. But he shoved the net down and caught it. We picked it up and pulled it out onto the dock, and Dad was holding it by its tail. I would assume that would be the only time I could have ever smelled it, but I don't remember. But this thing, its hands are as big as mine.
It does differ from typical, quote unquote, typical Bigfoot encounters. It's that the creature in the
Mogollon.
rim is often characterized by being extremely aggressive, and even violent, known to terrorize hikers and campers, throwing stones, bluff charging trespassers, and often be to blame of mysterious maulings and mutilations of animals that are found out there.
It's not good.
Up until the animal maulings.
Now, that kind of...
But yeah, which sounds like...
Well, I was just going to say it's kind of falls in line with the typical... like the desert Bigfoot behavior, where they seem to be, the stories we always get, they're a little more aggressive than...
They're not happy.
Yeah, especially if you're around. But what were you going to say? It sounds like...
Well, before the mauling, it sounds really much like Hocking Hills.
Oh, okay.
Like a breeding area or a potential breeding area.
I was going to say it sounds like kind of a big cat.
Oh, yeah. It is also known for its shrill, blood-curdling screams and shrieks, often reported saying most certainly a predatory creature.
Okay. Or big cats mating.
It sounds horrible.
Yeah.
While the
Mogollon
Rim region and surrounding areas included around Prescott, Williams, Alpine, and Clifton, Arizona, have had reports of extremely large and vicious man-like beasts going back to the days of the first settlers in this area. The creature really made its name for itself in 1903, when a harrowing report of an encounter with the monster made the news. So it's 1903. My grandma Schreider was 3 years old.
Nice. Born right on the turn of the century.
She was born in 1900. The creature was supposedly seen near the Grand Canyon by a witness named I.W. Stevens, whose story made the Williams News in the Arizona Republic. According to Stevens, he came across this creature as it was hunched over a dead cougar. Presumably, he said, eating the carcass.
Interesting.
He would describe this. That's, before I read his little thing, that'd be terrifying. And seeing a Bigfoot eat a deer, you're like, oh, well, I eat deer.
Yeah.
But seeing a Bigfoot, like,
eat
eating
a cougar,
you're like, ugh. I was scared of the cougar a minute ago.
Yeah.
So here's what he says. I saw a man with long white hair, a matted beard that reached his knees, face smeared and burnt down by the sun, with fiery green eyes. He wore no clothes, and upon his talons he wore claws that were at least 2 inches long. The coat of gray hair nearly covered his entire body. There was also a patch of dirty, dark skin showing. Terrified by the otherworldly sight, the beast from nightmares crouched over a dead cougar, and he said it was drinking its blood.
Wow.
Stevens remained absolutely still and silent as he tried to hide behind a nearby boulder. So you see this. He's not describing, it's not very typical Bigfooty.
No.
I guess for the 1800s, they did describe him as wild men more. That's the best, the best analog, because this is before gorillas.
Yeah.
Because then after the turn of the century is when you start hearing them call them like, well, there's gorillas out there.
A little different.
Well, because no, it's just, it's
they got the terminology.
Yeah, they had the terminology to be like.
But this sounds still more like I don't know, like, not the typical Bigfoot, like, I don't know, it just sounds a little different. It sounds like
still clawed fingers and it's massive.
Yeah, it sounds like feral person / Bigfoot mix.
When you hear how big it is, maybe that'll help.
What if it was...
It's Shaq's great-great-great-grandpa.
Yeah. What if this is like that, like a human subspecies?
Neanderthal or something?
Something, yeah.
Still hanging on?
Yeah, like the Kandahar giant.
Sure,
you know what I mean?
Lovelock's not that far from here, first off.
Right, that's true. And then and also the Grand Canyon, a lot of it's off limits. Wonder why. Why is a lot of the stuff named after ancient Egyptian, like,
isn't this where
spots?
Actually, this isn't that far where Tony had a guy on his show. I just forgot Tony's show.
Confessionals.
The Confessionals. Talking about the pyramid with the giants guarding it, the wood giants. Or feral, like, monsters.
Yeah.
This is actually probably 400 miles from there, which is far, but not when you're talking about the West.
Right, yeah. Not that far. When, too, like the ancient, like the depictions of the Native Americans and their stone giants, like they're fighting, they always look like just people, but like,
so
with the weird skin.
For anybody that doesn't know, here's Native American stuff, so somebody can write a bad comment.
Yeah.
Depending on which tribes you're talking about, several tribes had quote unquote several different Bigfoot things, Bigfoot-like things, like Jay was just talking about, where like the stone giant or the stonish giant was much more humanoid. It was called stonish or stone giant because its skin was supposedly impenetrable. Not that it was made of rock,
right? Like
some modern depictions paint it. It wasn't. As far as I know, the Native Americans called it that because it was just it was impenetrable by arrow.
Right.
And so they were talking about shooting at stone.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was, depending on, I think it was the Algonquins had it like, basically roughly translates to like Earth Mother or Woods Mother.
Okay.
Which was the big red-haired, what we presume is maybe big female Bigfoots, where they can still become violent if pushed to it.
But typically
you see them, they see you, you guys go your opposite ways, you don't mess with their area, they're completely harmless.
That's the end of it.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, very reminiscent of all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he sees this cougar here. Mic. Point your mic towards your mouth.
Sorry. There we go.
Sounded
better?
weird.
Is that better?
Yeah. So he's hiding behind a boulder as this monster is drinking the blood out of a cougar.
Yeah, that's crazy.
However, whatever it was managed to detect him. It whipped its head around and started standing up to its full height of 7.5 feet. And then it issued an ear-piercing wail while also waving its arms about. And it pulled out what appeared to be a club.
Okay.
So you are right. This is much more like giant-y, Neanderthal-y.
Like
Neanderthals
Kandahar.
weren't this big, but...
Even Kandahar giant.
Yeah.
What did
Had
it
a
pull
club.
out? It had a pike.
Oh, yeah, just a big...
Stabby stick.
Yeah. I mean, when you're that big, I mean, a big hunk of wood is a weapon enough.
Oh, yeah. If you can swing a tree at somebody, that's pretty big weapon.
So he's hiding behind this rock, watching this thing drink the blood, whips it, stands up, starts waving a club around. The thing's 7.5 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do?
Either run or I'd say, Duda.
Troy Landry.
Yeah.
So that was enough for Stevens as he ran off. Luckily, without the monster trying to pursue him whatsoever.
Okay.
So it just seemed like it was just trying to intimidate him away.
Yeah.
From its kill or, from whatever. And then once he left the area,
It was enough.
It was enough.
Well, he had blood to drink.
He had blood to drink. Stevens got to his boat, left at the river's edge. He looked back to the creature, and this time gathering courage and perceiving safety of his boat, and he shouted at it. Now he's a big man. He's in his boat.
Yeah. Hey!
According to Stevens, it was flourished his club again, screamed the wildest, most unearthly scream I had ever heard, and went back to eating the cougar. So he's like, basically yelled, hey at it.
Yeah.
Just to see what it would do. Waved its club around again, screamed,
Went back to eating.
and then went back to eating the cougar. Stevens would call this the wild man of the rocks and speculated it had been a person who had gone feral and insane in the wild. And then he happened to grow 3 feet taller and put on 500 pounds.
Well, it's like a pig, you take a domesticated pig, you put it in the wild.
I don't know if
It's bigger, hairier, and bigger teeth.
Excuse me. I don't know. Once again, I'm very sick. I don't know of any animals besides, other than pigs that do it as fast as pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Even humans, there's that 80 Days of Survival and those shows where they're completely by themselves.
Yeah.
And they can hit the button anytime.
Mm-hmm.
They look more scruff and everything like that, but they don't look like wild.
That's because they know they have the button.
It could be something like that where
there's a psychological shift when
the
you
lizard
know.
part of your brain is like,
yeah,
I don't have to do this.
It shifts into, yeah, exactly.
But I mean, even humans, what we are today is a hodgepodge of species of human.
Correct.
Most of what we look like this. 2,000, 4,000, 8,000 years, whatever.
Yeah.
Old. So we don't really have anything to revert back to.
The only thing that would be, it was just, if it was a different, I guess, not subspecies. Well, yeah, just a different
species or subspecies. Either one.
Either one. A different species of human that we were, there might have been bigger ones,
sure.
Generally were.
Well, like we talked about with the, oh gosh, I just forgot the cave in Russia.
With
the giants.
Oh gosh, Darren Kuyu.
No.
Oh no, that's the cave in Turkey.
Russia.
Russia is
By
the
land bridge.
Yes, but with the other people, the other
Denisovans.
Denisovans. There you go. Good job. Took us a minute to get there, but we got there.
I
don't know why I couldn't even remember that either. I love the Denisovans.
I'm actively dying, I think.
When I first learned about that, I was like,
I fell for everybody at home last night. They're worried about Mr. E's great and powerful health. I did. I fell just standing still.
yeah, that's not good.
It freaked Emily out because
Yeah.
I wasn't doing nothing. She thought I tripped at first, but I was standing still.
Yeah.
And it's probably just because I'm getting severely dehydrated, which I'm working on. I'm drinking a lot of water. Just keeping the water in is the problem.
Right, yeah.
All right, ready for another one?
Yeah.
Let's talk about an even more high-profile case, that happened in the mid-1940s.
Okay.
This is according to cryptozoologist Don Davis, was on a childhood Boy Scout camping trip in Tonto Creek near Payson, Arizona. They were sleeping in their tents, sneaking out in the dark. They were sleeping in their tents. Something out in the dark snickered them to wake with a start. After which they could hear rustling and sniffing, as if something was rummaging throughout the campsite and looking through their gear. Which, yeah, I've told the stories about the raccoons.
Oh, yeah.
Touching, like the one raccoon that was like literally petting my foot.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah. Or the beaver that was between your legs.
That was different. But this is like in camp.
Yeah.
A raccoon came into my tent
It
and was petting my foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a nice little coon.
Well, I think he was seeing if I was alive so he could eat me.
Oh, yeah.
Poking it. At the same time, the entire area was hit with an extremely pungent odor that made the air so thick that most of the people started to gag. When David looked outside the tent, he says he was confronted with the sight of a creature that's like that which he had never seen before or since. He explains this. The creature was huge. Its eyes were deep set into it and were very, very hard to see, almost like it didn't have any. But they seemed expressionless, like that of a shark. His face seemed pretty much devoid of hair, but there seemed to be hair all along the edges of his face. His chest, shoulders, and arms were extremely massive, especially his upper arms, easily upwards of 16 inches in diameter, perhaps much, much more. I could see that he was pretty hairy, but didn't observe really how thick the body hair was. His face and head was very squared on the sides, squared on the chin, like he had a box for a head. So not saying he had an actual box for a head.
No, it's like my dad's head.
I don't
Big
even
square.
know. I mean, I'm thinking like very chiseled features
Oh, okay.
is how I picture it.
I just meant like,
Like a really prominent jawline, really
Yeah.
prominent chin, like very, chewing, like some of the Gigantopithecus stuff.
Oh, okay.
When we look at that skull,
Yeah.
like that really robust mandible.
Mm-hmm.
The horrifying scene caused David to cower into his tent, hoping it would not come any closer. And after picking through the campsite a bit more, it ambled off into the darkness to never return. So, before I continue, that is very reminiscent. We've heard that kind of Bigfoot story dozens of times.
Mhm.
Where they come through camp, they'll go through your bags, and they'll put the stuff back.
I thought of
The marshmallows with Noah.
Noah. Noah up in, was that in
He was in Kentucky, but he's from Loveland.
That's right, yeah.
Because he pulled us over in the
Yep.
middle of the road.
When we were driving, yeah.
Yeah. I know if you're still a listener.
Yeah, if you're still listening.
Rock climbing. I wish I remembered his rock climbing school.
Oh, shoot, that's right.
Anyways, yeah, but very reminiscent where they go through bags, they take what they want, they get into stuff, and then they generally put stuff back. Maybe I can't really tell from this story if he did or didn't. Clean up a little bit.
Yeah.
But he didn't care to be heard. A lot of times they're much more sneakier than this.
Could be that the juvenile young adult male.
Mm-hmm. Where they don't care.
Where they just don't care. They're kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit. At least that's what we
That's our big theory. It's theories. It's all theories.
Yeah.
This horrify, caused him to cower in his tent.
Here, wait. Your phone's listening to you. There you go.
Oh, wow. That was weird. Yeah. So it caused him, sporadic sightings of the monster have been made ever since the 1940s. Notable spurts of sightings that plagued the White Mountain Apache Nation Reservation in 2006. At the time, there were numerous panicked residents of the Fort Apache. Now, I'm going to read the name of it, whether it's appropriate or not. This is the name of the reservation.
Okay.
Fort Apache Indian Reservation.
Okay, yeah.
I just don't know, because, if the word Indian should be in there or not.
Yeah. My opinion is I think Indian. Well, I learned it from George Carlin. He said Indian means Indios, which translates to with God. And so
God's people.
Yeah, not Indian like from India. That was the propaganda we were taught in public schooling.
There you go. Fort Apache Indian Reservation. A bunch of residents started reporting an extremely tall black creature covered in hair with what they like a really common one that they like freaked people out was they had unhumanly long arms.
Mm.
So that's, you know, a Bigfoot thing down
Yeah.
in the knee. But for whatever reason, this was like freaking people out. And they said it could take enormous strides, clearing a road in one step.
Yeah, that's very Bigfooty.
And
And Greg. That's our the story with Greg. Same thing.
At the time, tribal police were basically just covered in like they could not handle the amount of calls they were getting from frightened residents every night, claiming to see a monster. So reservation police lieutenant Ray Burnett would say this: a couple of times they had seen a creature looking through windows. They were so scared when they called us. The calls we're getting from people, they were like they weren't hallucinating. They weren't drunks. They were people that we knew and would not make a hoax call.
Mm-hmm.
They were real citizens of Fort Apache Indian Reservation. That's from the police chief that was, dealing with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, they were having so many calls in this 2006 spurt that they just couldn't deal with it. Like,
They were overworked.
People, like, they were peeking in windows. It was crossing roads. It was walking through fields. It was coming into people's houses.
2006. Just trying to think of if anything was going on in Arizona at that time.
It could be. But yeah. I mean, people were seeing them. So before I continue, you think that's one? Do you think that's a group of them? Do you think they were looking for something?
I mean, it kind of seems like multiple, but also at the same time, one is capable of doing all that stuff too.
And it sounds kind of on track with like the Folk incident.
Okay.
You remember peeking in windows, being seen on the road edges, like.
I mean, even that one where those guys were up in that basically like a makeshift hunting shack that was there, and they were trapped in it because whatever was outside looked in that one window they had. But there was the other story of the cabin where it was looking through the windows, and remember the arm reached through and tried to slowly reach.
Talking about Ape Canyon?
Was that Ape Canyon? Maybe.
Yeah.
Where the arm slowly came through was it the window or like a hole in the wall?
It was the stovepipe.
The stovepipe, yeah.
Yeah, where it pushed that in and they seen it like almost grab them.
Yeah. And then they hit it with something, right?
Yeah, I think an axe or something like. Which there was just a comic just came out about the Ape Canyon incident.
Yeah.
Where basically this guy's like hugging a Bigfoot or like has arm around a Bigfoot and he's like, "This is my friend Bigfoot. They are extremely peaceful beings, but please don't provoke them." But it's transitioning to like the guys in the Ape Canyon cabinet as like the doors are being ripped apart by the Bigfoots.
Yeah. Gosh. Yeah, that'd be so frightening.
Anybody know? We did an episode in Ape Canyon where there's a couple different versions of the story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big proponent that they shot a juvenile Bigfoot and killed it, and that's why the Bigfoots reacted in that way.
Naturally,
in my opinion, that's because that's one of the stories is they shot one and it fell down the cliff. Mm-hmm. Another story is they shot at one and it just stood there and looked at him.
They probably shot one,
and I think it's very similar to the Portlock incident as well.
Oh yeah,
the moose hunters had shot one.
We have to get Mark Marcel on the show and.
Oh, I just was not talking to him. I was commenting on stuff on Facebook with him. Well, should see him this weekend.
This past weekend. That's right. Oh yeah, past weekend.
For everybody listening,
time travel.
Anybody know Mark Marcel's like the main living researcher of the Ape Canyon incident? Super nice guy. Mm-hmm. Reach out to him. Buy his books. He's really nice.
Mark's a good guy.
Another recent sighting was given to a cryptozoology site called Cryptozoology News by a 28-year-old woman named Y. Evestes, who says she encountered a monster while hiking in the Canyon Point Trail of the
Mogollon
Rim. This way, at least the comments are about you not being able to say it.
I figured it was something like that. We definitely should have made the button.
Yeah, I like this better because you've said it different every time.
Probably. I was thinking about that at the beginning just to do that on purpose, but I've been trying to say it the same.
Didn't matter. It just you will change it as you go.
Yeah, sure.
As she made her way down the trail, she noticed a massive brute that she said looked like a troll, crouching down, drinking from a pool of water. She would say this: "It was on its knees, drinking water. When I found it, drinking, it was making noises like that of a pig. So at first sight, the animal looked like a big, heavy-haired pig to me." So
pig man.
Well, it's crouched down, so all she sees is a big thing of fur.
So she thinks it's a mangolese.
A mangolese, yes.
Yeah.
I figured it was just a pig. Kind of hairy, though, which seemed odd for a hog out here. As soon as I made a little noise, the animal turned its head and looked at me directly. Now that's when I absolutely freaked out. It was staring at me, just like how you do with a cougar. They always tell you to make yourself look bigger and get loud, and in theory, the animal will leave. So I just start making noises and moving my arms up and down and acting crazy. The creature got off all fours and stands on its hind legs. You imagine this Bigfoot's like drinking water. She's like, oh, it's a pig. It whips its head and looks at her and says, and
She's like freaking out.
No, Bigfoot stands up like, what is going on?
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh.
I want to know what it's about to do, though.
It had extremely long hair. It was gray/bluish. I swear it looked at me as though one of the trolls from a fairy tale had walked out of a book. So she's getting very troll vibes.
Interesting.
The eyes were kind of brown red and had an extremely thick, big nose, small lips, no expression on its face at all. It took off running like a person. And from now, I make sure I don't hike alone, at least not around that area.
So it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Her intimidation display worked.
Yeah, I think it was
Confused
just
it.
Yeah, surprised it enough to be like, what?
And then just runs away.
Like, what are you? Well, it's like just like the honey badger mentality, where they'll run at stuff and be all scared, and that's why lions kind of get freaked out about them.
Yeah.
It's because it's just, why are you running at me? Like, what are you?
And they're running at elephants and stuff too.
Yeah, I just seen that one that got murdered by the elephant.
Yeah.
Because he kept biting the elephant.
Yeah. Like, what are you thinking?
What? You don't know the rest of the story. That was her den was right there.
And the elephant was on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was just trying to protect her den, which probably had cubs in it.
Yeah.
Or pups, whatever they are called for.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of that where this, human, this young lady or this young woman is walking at it, and it like, what the, takes off running.
Yeah.
But it seems, a lot of gray ones or white ones being seen in this area.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like typical, I guess, your furred Pacific Northwest or even the Ohio or Florida skunk ape Bigfoot or New York Bigfoot. It doesn't seem like that. It seems something different.
Well, why don't you give us an ad read, and we'll come back and kind of talk about some theories.
Are you referring to Future Anglers of Indian Lake, Ohio? These guys are a great organization, a great, there's a lot of volunteer work that's done, but a great organization. They provide a lot of equipment and gear for the youth to get out and go fishing and be outdoors. We actually worked with them and did a ice safety training class last winter that taught a lot of the youth, and they even won a brand new ice fishing pole provided by the Future Anglers of Indian Lake. So go ahead, support them.
We provided one of them.
You did too as well. Well, you did, not we, you.
Well, I did it as
we.
On
behalf of we. But yeah, Future Anglers of Indian Lake, just check them out, look them up, Google them.
If you guys want to donate to the kids, get a hold. The contact information is down below. Send stuff to Tosh. Like, if you want to send stuff, like, I don't know if you have a fishing or a hunting or an outdoor company, a lot of those guys will, like, here's 20 sets of this, here's 10 sets of this. Like, last year, a company donated all the ice cleats and ice spikes.
Which is awesome.
For every kid.
That's so cool.
Every kid got some. And every kid that didn't have a fishing pole, we pretty much found found one for them to have.
Right.
So, check them out, support them. It's, the kids getting out in nature and doing stuff.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's about.
And
then
I think we need to play. We haven't played an old school ad in a minute.
Oh, I have to move then.
Let's do an old school Flavors of the Forest ad. Just because they're great.
Suey! I got me this hot, fresh squonk steak, but man, it tastes bad. Jay, you got anything to fix this up?
I think you need some seasoning on that squonk fixer up.
Well, what do you got?
How about you try this right here? It's called Bigfoot Breath. Raw garlic seasoning made from fresh garlic.
Give me that. Well, it did make it taste a lot better. Jeez.
Brought that squonk right alive, didn't it?
I'm going to have to kill more squonks to use more of this seasoning.
Oh, how about you try this instead? How about you try my spicy garlic seasoning?
Oh, give it here. Suey! That's good stuff.
Spicy, but not too spicy.
That's perfect. Where can you get these delicacies?
Oh, you can find these on flavorsforest.com. This is our newest spice that just been created. And it's from Flavors of the Forest.
Make sure you all get some at the links down below. We'll catch you soon.
Jeepers Creepers. That was one of the older ads. That was one of the first ones.
Was it?
Yeah, classic. It was oldie but a goodie. Get you guys some Flavors of the Forest, especially Christmas coming up. It makes a great stocking stuffer, and I promise it's a product you will not be disappointed in. You will not be. The quality is there 110%. I can't rave about it enough. flavorsoftheforest.com/corn.
So yeah, you are kind of getting into some ideas. So what do you think of these incidents? What do you think of the
Mogollon
monster?
Well, it just, to me, yeah, it kind of seems like like you mentioned that the Lovelock Cave's not too far. This kind of seems like we're getting into
I can tell you actually how far it is.
just giant, maybe sightings or ancient, whatever, giants or even just human species that was bigger, that may have been pushed off to, the fringes of society or the fringes of the earth where there's not civilization and people, because modern civilization and people are kind of bad, and it's kind of not good for Earth.
They're 13 hours away from each other.
Oh, by car?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still far.
It didn't look that far on the map because it's just their neighbors.
Oh, okay.
Just how big those states are.
Yeah, they are pretty big. But still, it's generally in the Southwest America.
Yeah, it's in the desert.
That's not to say that the giants had to live in Lovelock Cave. Like, it's the only place they're allowed to live. So, I mean, yeah, just out in the desert. I mean, we don't explore the desert as much as human, or at least just the typical normal human aren't going out walking through the desert too often. Just people that like to do it and people that are crazy. And those are the same people.
And those are the same people.
Well, I wouldn't want to just walk through the desert unless I'm knowing what I'm doing, because me, personally, I would die. But yeah, to me, it just seems like we're getting into whatever. I believe that there was different species of human that existed in the past, and some are still possibly hanging on, or they've all been pushed out, wiped out, exterminated, or just through breeding.
What? The
They're
extra
just-
species of human?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some of that, 100%. I mean, the average person has between 2 and 4% Neanderthal DNA.
Mm-hmm.
So Neanderthals never went extinct. And that's a weird, that's the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand, is that Neanderthals never went extinct. We're here.
Right. They're integrated.
We are a hodgepodge species
Mhm.
of several species of human.
We don't even know our own true origins.
No.
Like modern humans don't know. And
No,
it's my personal belief we've been around a lot longer than, I guess, what we're taught.
I would think we've been around a lot less.
You think so?
Well, yeah, that's also from a Christian point of view.
Yeah. I just think modern human like you and me, we've existed for a long time over what I guess our history books tell us.
Sure.
Now, that could be also, I could agree with you too. I could see it the other way, where I think modern humans have been around longer than our history books say, but maybe not, I guess humans in general may not go back as far as what the history books say, whether it's the other species or where we came from or what I don't know. I don't think we came from anything. I don't think we evolved from something else and turned into a modern day human.
Yeah.
I think the modern day human's just always been here. Cro-Magnon man, in ways. But then you adapt to your environment.
Yeah.
So that's where
I
the
guess,
change is.
It's hard because you're trying to use scientific terms that I don't think even agree with the premise of your idea.
I gotcha. Okay.
So it's hard to fit. It's like meshed in two languages
Together.
And I'm not saying you're wrong because I agree with you.
Like trying to mesh modern English with Native American language.
Gosh,
it just
it's so
doesn't.
bad.
Some words just don't work. Like Mogollon.
I mean,
That's an easier one, but
the Isabella Indian Reservation in Michigan, the real name of it
oh gosh, yeah.
is, I would try to get a picture on the highway every time because it's just all
So
of
long.
the letters with no conceivable order
Mhm.
because it's not supposed to be in English.
There's one like that up in Canada too. I forget where it was where we used to go, but we'd always drive by, and seriously, it's like 30 to 40 something letters long. Like, how are you even supposed to sound that out? Sure, just sound it out. I'm not like 30 to 40 letters. I'm not even exaggerating.
So yeah, giants. So you think this is more the giant vein?
Yeah, or just
So-
or descendants of
Is it
like the Kandahar giant?
Is it Wyoming or Montana that has the big wall,
Montana.
which is also western state? I mean,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'm a big believer that the mound building culture was most likely giants or giant adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
And because you go to Serpent's Mound, they'll even tell you and stuff like that, or any of the mounds, is that whoever put the bodies in them were not the builders. They were inherited sites.
Gotcha.
So they're separate cultures, which that's what cultures do. Like if you found a pyramid out, that culture's dead, and you found their pyramid still sitting out there,
Take it over.
you're going to use it.
Yeah.
It's cool, right? Even if you're going to add your own stuff to it. And so the Inca, the Aztec, and the Mayans all did that. They kind of used the same cities and stuff. That's why you can see 3 different cultures on top of each other.
Oh, yeah.
And so I do think that there were giants. And the Native Americans have stories of giants. What was the one from Tennessee, the Valley Giant, that's like the 12-fingered giant? That his fingers are still in one of the rocks there, basically saying he was so strong.
I can't remember.
He could jump from valley to valley, like mountain peak to mountain peak.
It's sounding familiar, but I cannot put a name on it.
But anyways, where this could be, and this is out west, where, like I said, on Tony's show, they had somebody come on and claiming that they found a pyramid that's being patrolled and it's in a high active missing persons area.
Wow.
And this, there's no strangers. What if these are some of the missing persons things? We've talked about the Great Headache interview several times, where there seemed to be a disease that went through
And wiped out a bunch of
the giants. Where some of them definitely survived, obviously into modern day, but
yeah.
where like the Kandahar was the last of its tribe, it looked like, from if the stories are accurate in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
Where there were 2 other dead giants in the cave with it.
And this is in Afghanistan.
Yeah. In the city of Kandahar and the mountain ranges around it.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the U.S. Native Americans had tons of stories of giants. Not like when we said there was a difference between Bigfoot and giants. They had several different types of like big hominid creature.
And when we're saying giant, in my opinion, I think anything, over 7 foot tall.
I'd say 6.
Yeah, even that. Yes.
There are humans that get over that easily.
For sure.
But
we're not saying...
I'm saying proportionally, though. You're talking about these hulking beasts.
It doesn't have to be a 10 to 12 foot, 14 foot to be considered a giant. So just anything's bigger than the average person.
Like you said, you're probably right. 7 to 8 foot is probably the
standard, maybe?
The more astute observation.
Because, and you go down to like the Patagonian giants.
Mm-hmm.
There's just Magellan. Yeah. There's just stories of them all over. We haven't done a giant episode since season 1. Maybe.
No, we've had giants sprinkled here and there.
But kind of, but
Lovelock caves.
But not fully dedicated to straight just giants. I don't know.
Oh, before I forget.
Yeah.
Brad, if you're listening to this, thank you for the book. He sent us a book that he read in high school. He found a copy of it and sent it to us.
Okay.
It's a bunch of strange stories. It's from like 1959.
Okay.
We'll do episodes on it, but it has some giant stuff in it. That's why you made me.
Sounds interesting. Well, thank you, Rad. I haven't seen the book yet.
It's in the truck.
All right. That sounds exciting.
I don't check the P.O. box super often, but...
Oh, yeah, P.O. box. If you guys...
want to send us books.
Send us books. Send us anything. Anyway, letters, pictures.
I really could use a large new incubator.
Well,
you guys
that's pretty
for Christmas
specific. Yeah.
Want to send us a large new incubator.
Shoot. If someone sends us a Christmas present, that'd be wild.
Large new incubator. If you're rich, get hatching time.
Yeah, if you're rich, yeah.
Because they're expensive.
Yeah, I know they are.
But that's P.O. Box 75, Ada, Ohio, 45810. Large new incubator.
It's in the description below this episode. And if you're not rich and you still want to support us, the best way is just simply writing a 5-star review.
Yes, please.
On Apple. Just give us a 5-star rating, give us a review,
we'll
read it on the show. It's been a while since we've done it, but it's time. I don't know. That's just the free way to support us.
You think they can tell I'm very sick with how off the rails these episodes get?
I mean, perhaps, but we're also always off the rails in life.
What was I saying? Yeah, so I mean, I do. So I think you were right that this does have some Bigfooty stuff, and the thing is, there may even be Bigfoot mixed in.
Yeah,
to this,
well,
where there's Bigfoot sighting. I mean, this is out west. The area is 400 square or 200 square miles. So yeah, there could be Bigfoot being seen and giants being seen, and it's kind of muddy in the waters.
And what if they're, I don't know, what if they're just both could reproduce by some chance? I don't know. Because we hear the stories of Bigfoot reproducing with human beings, in both ways. Whether or not we don't know if it's true or not, but what if it is true and this is an offspring kind of
that could be our
thing. That's why I want to call it a thing, an offspring abomination, maybe. I don't know. And then and then you got to touch on the military side of things, or covert operations or experiments being done by our government or our military, which is still our government. Hybridizing, doing secret experiments with CRISPR and splicing DNA and making hybrids. I don't know what facilities are out in the West in the desert. I don't know if they're making these things, and maybe they let some out, maybe some escape. But I imagine, too, they got their trackers and tabs on every single one of them that they make.
You're talking about for the newer sightings?
Yeah, of course, yes, newer sightings. But I don't even know, Stranger Things, the show, is based off, roughly like the Montauk projects. What year were they doing that kind of stuff? Was that in the 50s, the 60s, the 40s? I'm not sure, but either way,
some of these are from the 18s.
Oh, I know that. But what I'm saying is, that story in general is pretty wild. If they're opening portals to other, whatever technology that might take or require, just knowledge in general, is pretty wild for that time. If you think about it,
well, for that technology, that type of technology, a lot of that. How do I explain this? In my mind, does not take full understanding of the technology.
Right, for sure, yeah.
Where genetic manipulation of hybridizing species takes much more understanding. It's harder, I guess, it's harder to do by accident to make a functional creature.
Right.
Where to open a portal or to make a bomb or to do any of that is much easier to do on accident.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Or without understanding. Like, I think it was...
Well, shoot, I mean, that's what I think could happen with some of these hybridizations.
Lazar talked about that.
What's that?
Where, like, with the reactors.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like giving a nuclear reactor to a person in the Middle Ages. Where they understand that it powers things, but they may not understand that they start pulling off this sheeting.
It's gonna
liquefy them.
Yeah.
And then it's magic. It's back to But, so science in the 40s and 50s, I don't know, though.
It's hard where you draw the line. Because, with technology suppression to the public, I guess, we don't know what kind of advanced technology we already have or developed have access to. And then whatever these, covert operations that are going on, the black budget things that are being funded, we're trillions of dollars go missing in the U.S. Treasury. And they're just like, well, failed another audit, but we're not going to actually look into it. Where's all that money going? I think it's funding things like this, funding, experimental, quote unquote, advancements in science. But I don't think it is advancements for the good. It's hybridizing things and making super soldiers and making aircraft technology that bends and morphs into whatever shape they want it to. Hologram technology, just all the stuff we see in the science fiction stuff back in the 50s comics were showing it and talking about it. I think back then they already had all that stuff. They already had it. They're already doing it. So that's why they're showing it in film and media just to get the public ready. So, 60 years later they can unroll it. I don't know. And just like the frog in the boiling water. You know, you just start it slowly.
All right, that's enough of this.
All right, fair enough.
Now,
I don't know. Hybrid, that's just the other angle you can get at with hybrid humans, if it is happening. But yeah, I don't know. I do feel like there are a lot of Bigfoot qualities and characteristics to some of these stories, but I also think it's something else. Like it's giants, old giants, leftovers. Or even what if, I don't know, something even darker too with being like, he was drinking the blood of the cougar, you know? What if it was some kind of vampire-like demon creature that, you know, manifests itself in a human bipedal form, but...
Oh, how far away is this from St. Helens?
Oh, far. Mount St. Helens is up in
way up north,
Washington, right? Oregon, like, area. So that's way up there. But even those stories, when we heard the Mount St. Helens stories, and some of the accounts of, like, the U.S. military working with the Bigfoot in the area, helping retrieve and rescue...
Oh, it's a whole day.
Of driving? Yeah, it's a long ways.
22 hours. 22 and a half hours, sorry.
But those stories always seem more... very much just straight up Bigfooty, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't seem like... This seems
I was
different.
thinking Bat Squatch for that.
Oh, even Bat Squatch, yeah. That's something different, but...
Sniffing tents and coming up to people stuff. You know, that was kind of some Bat Squatchy stuff.
Yeah. I just think now I can't even think of Mogollon.
Say the monster. Say it.
Whatever it is. The Mogollon... And now I can't even say it. Now I'm all screwed up, but... just the physical characteristics, not
hard,
just
huh? Saying the same word for an hour.
Yeah, especially when I can't see it. No, I don't know.
I'm not looking at it right now. The screen's black.
Oh, sure. But yeah, just it just seems a little different than just straight up Bigfooty. It just seems a lot different. I don't know. So I don't know where to put my finger on, but I don't think it's Bigfoot.
A lot of the cartoon or like depictions of it, because it's pretty famous for the state of Arizona. Uh-huh. Like it's almost always on the Arizona cryptid stuff.
Yeah.
It's always drawn like a Bigfoot. But several of them are white or blue with the beards, like definable beards, which is not a normal Bigfooty thing.
Yeah.
But several of these stories had a definable like beard to it.
What if this is just, you know how like when we get old, especially if you're from Ohio, you know, you get old, what do?
You die?
Well, no. First, before that, you move to Florida.
I was going to say you drink yourself to death?
You move to Florida or you move to Arizona. That's what you do. So maybe...
there is a lot of people from Ohio that moved to Arizona. This is
and
just
Florida.
The grass man. And Florida. There's whole communities in Florida that are nothing but Ada, Ohio people.
It's true. So if maybe if you're a Bigfoot, you're from the Great North, you know, rugged terrains and harsh environments, you spend your whole life living there, and then you're just like, all right, I'm done with this. I'm going to retire. And everyone's like, no, don't go, no. Like, nope, I'm doing it. I heard this great canyon down there. I'm going to go see it finally. Then he gets there, and it's like a long trek, and he's old and weathered, but he realizes he's not dead yet. He's still got a lot to live, so he gets desperate and starts living off these cougars and whatever he can grab onto. And then finally some woman sees him, and he turns around like, huh? And then she starts acting crazy. And now it's just this crazy old man Bigfoot that's changing. He's turning all white. He's getting weathered. That's all. Maybe that's all it is. Just an old man, retired Bigfoot that ain't dead yet. He lived longer than he's supposed to.
There you go. That's what it is. And we're done.
Figured it out.
I'm so sick.
What was that one? What'd you say at the end of that one episode, the ball lightning episode?
I don't know. For anybody, so we had to release that because it's been burnout and sick. Like I've been kind of bouncing back and forth between them. So I made some mistakes last week. We released a Patreon episode. We recorded that a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a great ending.
The ending's great. If you did not finish all the way to the end, you got to get to the end on that one.
Oh, yeah.
We do know what ball lightning is.
Yeah. Oh, you about did it.
I about did it.
All right.
I've been the great and powerful mystery.
And I've been JClone33.
We'll catch you next week, guys.
Bye.
Hey, guys. Thank you for listening to Cryptids the Corn podcast. Remember, the best way to support the show is share it with a friend. But if you are craving more of the J clones
and more from Mr. E,
there's always extra content on Patreon.
And our paid member space on cryptidsofthecorn.com.
We'll catch you next time with more exciting, fun, and informative information. Bye.